Hello and welcome to Devoland with me, Devo, my cameraman Breezy.
Hello.
We are here at the Dog and Bull pub in Croydon with the man himself, Jimmy Plates.
How are you doing? Cheers, internet. Yeah, we're having a pint and glad you can join us.
When did you discover your love for music?
So you discover, definitely when you're young, everyone's into music, TV themes, I don't know, there was all sorts of stuff. Like most kids, I had a, back then, record player with a lot of records and stuff I was into. I think the passion came more into my teens, I think, and the explosion of sort of hip-hop and the rap scene that was around. Me, I was from the sticks, so that kind of hit a little bit later. But then kind of realised, there's a whole world of stuff going along and people, can be involved. I was working at Beano's, which was a second-hand music store right here in Croydon, quite a famous one, quite a big one as well. There's 3 floors, dealt with all types of different types of music. So I moved to London and actually landed a job there, which meant that I got to meet a lot of people that were record collectors, a lot of DJs, a lot of musicians, and just a lot of people that were on the scene, journalists and stuff like that. So meeting people was the best part of that job, and being on my toes as well, because people trusted me to have the knowledge about music and stuff, because they were coming to me, and it kept me on my toes, made me appreciate what I had learned from being that music kind of nerd, that I could, that I did have the knowledge. And again, I was rubbing shoulders with all sorts of people, DJs, radio, club, and when you figure out these people are your peers, or you have a connection with them, it's not too much of a leap again to get involved with the scene.
Is there anyone that you would say has played a massive part in your career so far?
All sorts, basically, just all my people. All the people again that I came in contact with, radio DJs, producers, club DJs, friends, journalists, or people that you'd interact with in a different way. I was writing a little bit for magazines, and I met a few journalists that were like, produced a few tracks, and then ended up meeting other producers that at my time would have been like, oh wow, and then you're talking to them like, oh, you produce tracks as well. Same with DJing and stuff like that.
Have you got any thoughts on the emerging Croydon music scene? I mean, you've got Stormzy, who's who's travelling the world doing gigs, Crypto Conan the same, Young'un, there's so many different people, Section Boys, for example. What are your thoughts on that emerging scene?
Again, something that's already been there. I just think that the time has come back right, where there's a movement, where there always was a movement of these guys, but one breaks through. It kind of happened first with Crypto Conan. Stormzy was already there doing his kind of thing. Then just like the eyes focus in, and then everyone else is already doing their thing. That gives them maybe, hopefully, a little bit more of a jump for it to be into people's minds, and for them to kind of link it to the next artist and to do this. But South London's always been a musical hotbed, as they say. It's always, as I said again, the amount of DJs and producers and artists, especially for that kind of, not only that genre of music, all sorts of music. I mean, the Brit School is near here still as well. So, but especially for what you would kind of generally call sort of hip hop. I wouldn't use urban music because, that was the tagline in the 90s. But now, from everything from drum and bass, there was big drum and bass DJs here. Was the dubstep scene as well, the UK garage scene. Even parts of that grime scene as well. So this all kind of goes back to, it wasn't popular for a little thing. Everything comes around in cycles. There was a kind of a period of about, maybe up to 10 years where there was a few things out, UK funky, and and a couple of bits, the tail end of the garage, beginning of grime. It was just a matter of time before it just came back round. The talent's always here. It's just if people are paying attention or not.
So as we've seen, you've got a residency at the book club in Shoreditch.
Yeah.
What 5 words would you use to describe a book club on a Friday night at the Get Down experience?
I would say, I've got to count. I've got to
5 words.
Yeah, no, I've got to count to 5. I've got to work out. It's one hand, right?
Yeah.
One hand. Right. So London's funkiest and fun Fridays. I want to shout out everyone at the Get Down who you saw Friday night, the book club, all the staff there, they're all amazing. The hip hop karaoke team, Rob Percy, Bobby Champagne Jr., Bav Chat, Southern Hospitality crew, Soho Radio crew, my man DJ Tayo, 279, DJ Swerve, Cy Specs, my boy El Smokes. Who else? My mum.
And the Devoland crew.
Yeah, Beats and Eats and Devoland. You just didn't gonna let me get there.
Sorry.
Shout himself out. Yeah, shout out to me as well, yeah. We're getting an extra one in. Shout out to me. No, shout out to you. Hello YouTube, I'm Jimmy Plates with my cameraman Breezy.
Hello!
And if you like, subscribe, do all that stuff, the thumbs up bit and all that kind of business, yeah. Do that. Yeah, you're done. My
Like,
job
share,
now.
subscribe to the Devoland YouTube channel. Thank you very much, guys.
Trying to steal the show.